Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we have a cruise ship returning to a port that was closed because of a horrific accident that happened there. We have another city. Yep, they're banning cruise ships or limiting them again, but this time it's not because of the cruise ships, it's just an easier way for them to limit tourism. And then we also have a story of design on a popular ship that seems like a good idea and is causing an awful lot of trouble as fights and arguments are breaking out all the time for just because it's such a good spot. Now quickly, before I jump into the news, I just have a quick channel update here. I have on my other channel, Just On, most people have realized by now that I always put out a video on the even days of the week. Well, about 4 years ago, I did a quick series of daily cruise tips, and I did 100 daily cruise tips, but that was before I started going daily. That was almost 5 years ago. So I thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to update that. So because this channel is more news and revolving quickly, I decided on the other channel, on every odd day for 100 days, oh my God, what am I getting myself into? I'm going to be giving a quick tip video every single day. So if you're just looking for a quick tip, what to do, what not to do, secret locations on cruise ships, what's a good choice, etc., that'll be popping up on my Just On channel. I'll leave a link down below. Please check it out. Maybe head over, hit the subscribe button, and be notified of the cruise tips. You never know what you can learn. And so, yeah, that's going to be starting on the 15th of this month, just a few days away. So, yeah, just something I thought I'd redo again. And that is the easiest channel to do it on because the news is always turning. And as we say, let's start off with the Port of Baltimore. We all know that bridge collapse when the container ship crashed into the bridge. Well, they finally got enough of it cleared out, and they are now able to start getting ready to bring the cruise ships back. Right now, they have been sailing out of Norfolk, Virginia. A nice little place, a nice little port, but it is a lot more inconvenient to get on and off the ship there. You have to admit, there's not a major airport to fly into, etc. Baltimore, bigger place, bigger city, easier to get to the cruise port. Well, the Carnival Pride will be leaving Norfolk on May 19th, but they will be returning to Baltimore. So that looks like it's going to be the start of the Carnival Pride returning to Baltimore for both embarkation and disembarkation starting after the May 19th cruise ends. So that's good news. I imagine other cruise lines will begin to start to use that port again. If one ship can get in there, I guess more ships can get in there. And again, good news for passengers because it just makes it that much easier to get on and off the ship, much more convenient. Well, another city is limiting cruise ships. Morocco is now reinstituting their cruise ship limitations. They had already done it to 3 ships per day, with one ship not being able to be over 5,000 passengers. And now they're even going to restrict that, apparently even possibly more, down to 2 ships, if not more. They're debating that right now, but they've gotten approval to go ahead and do it. And the reasoning, a lot of people immediately think, well, it's just the cruise ships, they're looking for the environment, they're doing this, and has nothing to do with any of that. It's 100% the tourism. On average, there's about 2.5 million people visit Morocco each year as tourists. Of that, only a fraction is cruise ships. but it's a lot harder to limit tourists coming in by plane or, other means of transportation to get there. It will have an effect, just not a huge effect, but it's something that they can implement right away and stop it from happening. So yeah. Now next we have something that sounded like a great idea, looks like a great idea, people love it, but it's actually something I mentioned when I first saw the design of the icon of the seas. And that is those loungers that you can sit in the water with, right? They're partially submerged, the feet, you can dip your hand in it on the side while you're lounging in it. It's in the pool shallow area. Or even worse, on the rear end of the ship, it has, or even worse, on the aft of the ship, it has those 3 big bed lounges in the infinity pool down up on the deck. And they have become super popular where people are trying to stake them out at 3 a.m. in the morning to keep those lounges for themselves. You think chair hogs around a pool are hard? Imagine these lounges. And it's so dramatic now that people have said that they'll be sitting there, wife's in one lounge right beside him, he's in another, and he decides, well, I'm going to go to the washroom, and he gets up to go to the washroom, and the minute he gets up, even though his stuff is still there, and his wife is sitting right beside him, somebody will jump up and jump on the lounge and try and claim it for themselves. And a lot of people have now been sending me messages and reporting that they have witnessed arguments, loud confrontations, and even pushing and shoving, almost coming to blows over these lounges. And I'm going to myself, you know what? Vacations are supposed to be stress-free. You're not supposed to be fighting on a cruise, and over a chair. Now, I'm going to grant you, if you're a person who loves to sit by the pool and relax and you're in the lounge, that is a great spot, right? You're an infinity pool or in the pool with a lounge and you can kind of dip your feet in to keep cool. Great spot. I will admit that. But is it really worth coming to blows and fights and arguments? And that, I would never contemplate that. But I'm not a real pool guy neither. I'm not a guy who's going to sit by the pool. I just as soon go to my balcony and sit in my own quiet, peaceful area with nobody around. And if I get hot, I can step into my air-conditioned room. But I love just watching the ocean go by there. I don't need to be around the pool. But that's just me. That's just what I like to do. But man, these are beautiful areas, beautiful design, great choice. You're thinking in your head, these look great. What a good idea. People are going to love this. And yes, it's a victim of its own success. People love them. They like them so much that now they're ready to come to blows to get them. That's a victim of their own success, shall we say. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think that's kind of ridiculous, or have you witnessed anything like this on other ships that have those lounge pools? A few of them do, but I mean those, especially those 3 big ones in the infinity pool on the Icon of the Seas. I'm hearing some really, really bad stories about some people just going over the top trying to get these things to the point where I actually heard of one person trying to sleep on them overnight so they have them in the morning. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and until next time, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.